Akatia ke e te iwi, tēnā koutou katoa e mihi ana ki ngā mana whenua o rangi tāne o Manawatu me ngā iwi o te pāpā I o ea. Ka hoki anō ngā whakaaro ki ahuriri, ki ngā mana o Ngāti Kahungunu, ahakoa e wehe ana ngā pai maunga. Ua tūhonotia ngā iwi nei e te whakapapa, te whanaungatanga me ngā ara I hikoia ai, e o tātou tūpuna no reira, tēnā koutou katoa.
Kia ora everybody and welcome. Really looking forward to this match this afternoon. Wonderful to have you with us today. Another exciting Super 8 secondary schools clash today in Napier between two proud schools. Napier Boys High School, Palmerston North Boys High 2. Napier coming into the match looking to bounce back after a narrow 21-15 loss to New Plymouth Boys, while Palmy will be looking to respond after going down 34-10 to Rotorua Boys High. Both sides will see this as an important opportunity to build momentum as the Super 8 competition heads towards its business end.
Ai ko te haukainga ko ahuriri I tēnei wā ko ngā manuwhiri, ko te hunga, te pāpā I o ea, ko tai te tini me te mano tāngata ki runga I te whira I tēnei rā. Whira tuatahi, toko hia ngā hunga ko tai mai, tiro hia ki ngā whānau, ngā pāpā whāia, kuia kaumātua ko pai mai nei ki tēnei tukinga nui whakaharahara e hoa mā. Hamilton Boys kirikiri roa kei te tihi o te tepu I tēnei taima. Ahuriri are sitting in second. Papa, Rotorua have a chance to pip Ahuriri Napier in the Super 8 final. Here's some previous results. E hoa mā, both teams going down. Rotorua getting up over Palmerston North 34 points to 10. And Napier unfortunately going down to New Plymouth. Nō reira, tahi rā te kēmu nui whakaharahara ko tēnei I tēnei rangi.
You know, it's got a great atmosphere. You can really sense it together. Here's the table as we go into this match. Hamilton Boys looking very good. 21-22 Napier Boys and Rotorua as well. But hats off to all the contributors to the Super 8. It's been an amazing season. And today we're looking forward to seeing some fantastic young players strutting their stuff, showing their talents off right here on Whakaata Māori.
Ahuriri and Te Papa I o ea were not isolated communities. Their people maintained relationships through whakapapa, marriage, trade, resources, and movement across the central North Island. Today, they're going battle on the footy field to make it to the big dance. We're going to throw and hear from our two coaches, Whai Akene. Kāti kia manua nui mai e te iwi. I raru pe te taha hangarau ki ngā uiui o ngā kōrero, o ngā kaiako. He oi anō, e patu ana te taramu, me te pūtōrino o te iwi koti mana. We're going to throw again one more time to the interviews from our coaches to hear what they are excited about and the challenges that they face today's clash.
Kia ora Dan, last round robin game in the Super 8 competition. What are you hoping to see from your boys today?
Just a performance that we can be proud of, really. We've worked really hard all year. There's been massive growth, both as individuals and as a team for us. So, yeah, we just want to go out and put into practice what we've trained all week and what we've prepared for. The weather's tuned it on, so we're just looking for a good performance.
Nice. And what are you most proud of your team this season?
It'd probably be that growth. We're pretty young this year, a lot of new fellas, and I guess where we've come from sort of the start of the year to where the boys are now is credit to them, really. They've turn up every week. They've worked really hard. They've tried to get better every week. Yeah, so hopefully they can just showcase what we've worked on all year and put in a performance we can be really proud of. So that's the goal.
Cool, thank you. All the best for your game today.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Kia ora, Willie. Big midweek game today and quite a special milestone for the school. How excited are the boys to get out there and play today?
Yeah, kia ora tātou. Yeah, the boys are incredibly excited. It's any opportunity to play at home, and then midweek game, play in front of your peers, and then on top of that, playing for the Palmerston banner, and then adding to the significance of the 100 years at the Te Awa school site. Energy levels are right up there, and the boys didn't take too much to get excited for today's game, so yeah, really looking forward to it. I know that they'll go out there and do the best they can for Jersey, and also the guys next to them, but also all the old boys that have gone before them as well. So yeah, really excited.
Ana ko te reo tērā o Willie Chan, kamatu ko ngā kaia ko e rua. Nau mai hoki mai e te iwi ki te whakataetai Super 8 ko Napier Boys High School. Te kāinga i tēnei rā ka tuki atu rātou ki te kapa o ahuriri e rua ngā kapa rongo nui i tēnei wā. He kēmu nui tēnei, he pakanga nui tēnei, ka kaha ki ngā kapa e rua.
This is wonderful to see all our young people lining up as Napier Boys High School line up against Palmerston. Here's their line-up today. Hill, Madden, Felt in the front row, locking today Stevens and Webb, and on the side of the scrum, Skirman and Greaves. Ollie Reid will captain the squad in the number 8 jersey and into their backline. Some really good skills we've seen through the course of the season from Cookie and Mitchell Hopper. Looking forward to seeing them run today. And then it's Giata, Miller, Harley, Fonua and Rudolph. Got a good bench as well today for coach Dan Chernock, and looking pretty good coming into this one, Palmerston North.
Ana ka te tiroa ke tātou inaini ki te kapa o ahuriri e puta mai nā Napier Boys High School, the home side today, and they're determined to put on a performance in front of their supporters. I rātou e whakarite ana ki te puta, i tā rātou ana. A ko ngā kaiwero e nei ana i te aro ākapa e hoa mā ko ngā paumua ko Houghton, ko Waihape, kai tikape ko Jones, Paufitiki, Morris, Pierce, ko ngā pau taha, ko McLaughlin, Kinea, MāORI, Carter, Perry, Cairo, ko Bain, Topatahi, Lovett, me ngā paumuri e hoa mā, Winchester, Warsnop, Auri, Hansi, Wainga.
They're a good team. They've looked good through 2026. And isn't this the sort of lead into a game that we celebrate? All the tauira from the kura are available to tautoko, and amazing scenes. Beautiful clear skies as well. And this should be a real clash of the Titans and one of the big ones on this year's Super 8 calendar.
Makati, a major part of today's pre-match story e hoa mā is Napier Boys High School haka, te taki a tū ahuriri. This haka celebrates the significant landmarks of the local rohe, including Matarua Hou, Puke Moki Moki, te Mataua Māui Tiki Tiki a Tauranga. It also acknowledges significant tūpuna, including Māui, Ahuriri and Orotu. Here's our lineup once again for Napier Boys: Houghton, Jones, Waihape. Our locks are Morris, Pierce. On the back of the scrum we have Captain Carter Period, and at halfback we have Bain, Lovett, Winchester, Warsnop, Pauri, and on the bench we have Ikera, Hunga One Kawamaki, Withers, Shelford and Lum Peteli, coached by Chris Luke. Kamatu, this isn't simply just a pre-match performance, Tatoma. All the lads have come on the stage for Napier Boys High School. Te taki a tū ahuriri connects the players to their whenua, their history, their tūpuna, and their identity.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this young Sakaraya in 13. There's already represented the New Zealand Fijian Sevens and the New Zealand Fijian Rugby League under-17 squad. So he's got plenty of speed and footwork, and can, on the turn of a dime, change the point of attack as we see the pre-match rituals, which has been a lovely feature of the competition right throughout the year.
Keep an eye on the two co-captains, Perry, Bain. This is the Te Papa o Ioia e whakarite ana I rātou anō. Ko te nuinga o te wā e hoa mā, ko te kapa manuhiri. Ka timata hia, tuatahi tia. Palmerston North and the Whites.
The young side really in Moeha. Several of the players in the first or second year of first 15. As the change is laid there.
Ana kua rongo tātou I te kaha o te wairua, kua whai huki ngā kapa e rua ngā tikanga a kuima, a korona, kua hariru, kua homi.
I tell you what, you know, people from around the world would be watching this, and why wouldn't you send your young fellas from Japan or from Fiji to come and experience this first 15 style? And you know, I think it would be wise at times to keep the ropu away from each other, but you know, the testosterone just sort of drives us forward, and that's part of the haka. I see there's a research project going in at the moment about the cardiovascular health associated with the haka, and this is again a reminder of, you know, the magic that we have in our sporting communities in our country. Pretty remarkable. These images are absolutely deadly.
Oh, well, the message is clear. E hoa mā he toa taki tini. Strength comes from the collective, and certainly it needs to be a collective effort this afternoon from both teams. Napier looking to stay on top as Sheldon Faitiri has the duties of referee, and an opportunity for Rotorua to jump Napier if Napier goes down. So Palmerston North with nothing to lose here. Unfortunately, don't have a chance to play in the Super 8 final, but plenty to gain in terms of mana of their poraka.
Well, as we say, you know, it's a learning curve for a lot of these young guys, and those experienced players are very much reliant on the guidance of their kayako, but they also have a responsibility as well as Tukana Taina plays out in wider society and indeed on the football field, to try and lead some of the younger players around and get them up to speed with the expectations of first 15 play in this Super 8 competition celebration of our Rangatei sport right across the lands.
Well, the key battle E hoa mā is going to be in the forwards. The likes of Houghton, Jones, Waihape, Morris up against Hill, Madden, Island, Felt, Stevens and Webb. This is where the game could be one tātou mā, the physicality. Scrum time for sure, and at the breakdown through tough carries, both teams have players who will be looking to impose themselves physically. Ko wai katoa, ko wai kahua, I te pakanga nui kei mua I te aroaro, tari a te wā e hoa mā, as Mr. Whaitiri is about to get us underway. Big mihi to all the mums and dads representing Te Tamariki Mokopuna I Roto I Ngātau. And Mr. Mike, hey, I don't know, he was ball boy this afternoon. Big mihi to local Gecko Productions, all our sponsors. Whakata Māori, e te iwi, hara mai, piki mai, kake mai, ki tēnei whakapāhotanga. Super 8, 2026.
Underway, and it's the home team Napier who have the kick-off duties, and they're running from left to right. Expect a fiery start here as these two teams just sort each out in the early stages of this clash. We've seen some terrific games through the year. There's no reason to suspect that this will be otherwise, and we'll pack it down. Yeah, the forward work, here they are, the traditional Smurf supporters from Napier.
Halfbacks also have a big day ahead of them. Harry Bain from Napier. 3 years in the first 15 e hoa mā. He's also had some rep experience. He's co-captaining the Napier boys up against another cheeky halfback and pace, Mitchell Hopper. Nana te haka I Taki. He's also a key organiser for the Palmerston North Boys. So the two halfbacks, tātou mā, will be very vital. They are the link, the MΑORI between the forwards and the backs. And they'll both be looking to dictate tempo of the game. The organiser of the game, our halfbacks in Mihiana.
This is Monty Waihepe in the front, packing down low. First scrum of the afternoon of the clash. Fed in here by Bain, peeling away with ball in hand too. It's Carter Pitty, the vice captain, or the co-captain, I should say. What a great start here for Napier. Flick ball, doesn't hit the hands. Still in control though, Napier have it. 10 metres out from their try line. Bain again, whipping the ball. Some confidence already on show here from the home squad. Perhaps that haka, the massive haka. That ball's gone forward out of the hands of Waihepe.
E rua ngā maka whakamua I ene miniti timatatanga Dale. Kei te rongo pea, ai ngā kapa e rua I ngā piro, ai tā mai. A few early anxious nerves, knowing full fact that if Napier boys are unsuccessful or unable to get the dub today, then Rotorua have a chance to pip them at the post. Hamilton.
And get that final spot.
Yes.
So an all-important clash here. The number 9 steps up to feed the scrum for the very first time this afternoon. This is Mitchell Hopper. He too, well credentialed. The scrum collapses, we'll reset it. The track in wonderful condition at the moment, and of course surrounded by the kaitautoko here in Ahuriri. An awesome opportunity to bring these young guys and their talents on stage through Whakata Māori with this absolute dedication to exposing more rangatahi sport than we've ever seen in our country. It's been superb. We've got secondary schools tournament week coming up as well. There'll be netball coverage, even some bowls, I think, are on the table as we see Napier with another opportunity from close range. Now, this is going to test the defensive qualities immediately of the young men from the Manawatu as we get ourselves set here. 3.5 minutes gone, still no score here. If you've just joined us, it'll be line-out work for Ahuriri, and at close range. Another difficult challenge to negotiate here for the visitors.
Ahuriri.
Right, good.
Whiu tuatahi he tōtika. Ana, ko tau ina ene ko te mōro. Kai te pēhea te pakari o te rāringi wawao a te papa I o ea. E āhua tītaha ana. Anō nei he pāpaka. Ana ko tahuri te pauro. A ki te hoariri ki ngā manuwhiri e hoa mā.
The high fives going in here too. Now, the visitors know how important it is that their line defence is equal to the spirited challenge you're going to get time and time again here this afternoon. So this was a very gutsy defensive effort. And an important confidence booster for these young guys early on.
Hill, Madden, Islandfelt, Stevens, Webb, Skirman, Greaves and Reed, Koira, katoa, ngā paumua mo te kapa o te papa I o ea. Another key battle, e hoa Mars in the first 5/8. Keep an eye on Will Lovett, 3 years in the first 15, played for some Hurricanes and Hawke's Bay representative teams.
Here's the kick wisely from Mitchell Hopper, taking it in as Will Lovett. He'll angle across field, a scooping ball out to the left edge. Support there, Lovett comes in to back up his pass. They'll just want to get some clean ball. They've delivered that well enough. Structured play here. Big number 6 rolls forward, Ollie McLaughlin. He's trying to set the stage. They'll work the skinny side, the left-hand corridor. Good tackle out wide by Party. Still with Bain. Ahuriri in possession, wanting to maintain the phases of possession. Waihepe. Good carry from Waihepe again. Cleanly delivers up. Back for Bain. This is good, solid forward foundational work.
Yeah, we saw 2 earlier errors in the initial stage of the game, Dale, but it's nice to see the hometown boys, Ahuriri, building some momentum, building phases as well, getting hands on the ball. It's positive signs there for coach as we see some challenge at the ruck.
Yeah, it was Ollie Reed reaching over there to just try and disrupt the momentum and to get the ball off Bain. So it's a rumbling effort. Turnover of possession though. Palmerston North have it. And that is a reward for their focused defensive work. Kick downfield here. And he goes deep. Good long kick. Real meter eater. Back into the 22. It's taken at the back here by Riley Wainga. Wainga, cool, calm and collected, puts it into touch on the far side of the field.
Ahakoa ko te papa I o ea kei te tuarima o te tepu Super 8 I tēnei rā. Ko tai mai rātou. Ko tai mai rātou ki konei ki Ahuriri, ki te tuku, ki te tākina rānei, he wero, a ki tēnei tīma Ahuriri e noho tuarua ana I tēnei wā.
That's Riley Wainga. Just another replay of this kick into touch. Keep your eye out too for Ollie Reed. He's played for Rotorua 216s. His leadership's going to be really crucial here today. For halfback work from Mitchell Hopper, communication and ability to keep the team rolling forward will also be vital. Little injury moment here.
Both teams going down I te rawiki e hoa mā New Plymouth. Got over Napier Boys, 21 points to 15, a 6-point defeat. Napier were competitive. Be looking to turn that narrow loss into a positive performance today. And for Palmerston North, Dale, Rotorua got up 34 points to 10. And while we've got a little spell in time, it's the big mihi ki te kāhui tautoko. Ngā kāhui tautoko, Arako Baileys, Kamatu ko te pēni hini a Caltex, Nativa, Apollo Projects, Kamatu kia Anchor, Otira kia whakata Māori, whakatairanga ana I ngā rangatahi, ao pō ao, ki tēnei reanga te Super 8 Kamatu ko te CNI.
Ollie Reed getting some good clean ball here, and it gives Palmerston North really the first attacking opportunity. Mitchell Hopper whips it right. Now just important that they maintain position here and some dominance on the attack. They'll work the short side, little short pass into the hands of Eric Miller. He takes it into the ruck, but delivers it up nicely here for Mitchell Hopper. The big men come into play. They'll centre it up, centre field. 8 metres inside enemy territory at the moment for Palmerston North. 0-0 coming up to 8 minutes of play. Both teams have had oppositions, have had possession and opportunities as they push forward. This time it's Wills Madden. The defence here for Ahuriri has been sound as well. And fumble at the back slightly by Tino Cookie, but he'll make up for that effort as well. Mitchell Hopper again opts to go down the short side, chiming in, fullback Rudolph. They've lost a little bit of ground, but there's a whole lot of commitment on show here today as both teams really keen to get the dub here this afternoon in Napier. Still with the ball, the boys in white. An opportunity created and taken. The pass delivered beautifully into the hands of Mania Rudolph. He's to ground. Good tackle. Surging onto the football here at the moment. Palmerston North Boys High School. This is good play, centre field. Winding it up. Lovely run from Party on the far side of the field. He's got to run it, delivers it beautifully. And back on the inside for skipper Ollie Reid. In for try number 1, and it was a classy effort.
O kāre e āhua tanga tū atu I te whakangu I te marea e mātaki taki maina ko ia ko te whai piro e Roma. There's not many ways to quieten a large crowd, but in saying that, Palmerston North Boys fully deserving. What an outstanding try as we see another look at it.
Well, this is where it stemmed from, Moiho. The work down the left edge. Beautiful pass here. Chiming in for the run was Mania Rudolph. But look how they control the football around to the right-hand side here. They go coast to coast. And then this surging carry from Eric Miller and a dynamic pass. And then the inside ball as well to the skipper. You know, that's top draw footy. And what a start here for the visitors.
Kicking duties to make it 7 points to the visitors. Coming up to the 10-minute mark e Roma. 35-minute halves here in the Super 8 competition. Shanked it, hooked it.
Missed it, but that's okay. The tries are what counts here, although later in the game we'll wait and see how the kicking is instrumental.
Ka te tiro anō tātou ki te piro. Ka tahi rā te oma āwaho ko tēnā. Wai taua pāhi whakaroto. Te nama te kaumā toru o te kapa o Palmerston North Caden Party. Whiu atu ana te poro kia whonua me te pāhi, te makarane a whonua ki tana kai kāpene o Ollie Reid. Piro tuatahi o te rā.
Well, that's what you want when you're watching and for tight first 15 rugby. The start from the visitors, very solid. It's now Ahuriri. Well, they need the football obviously, but there's plenty to like about what we're seeing on show here today. Don't you love missing school, fellas? But it's great to get out and watch the footy instead of having your head into your physics and algebra. Study physics.
Yeah, sure. Pūtaiao, science. Big mihi to the Super 8 competition. Been around for a while, providing young fellas an opportunity to perform.
Absolutely.
Under pressure. Develop leadership as well, D.
Yep. Yeah, of course. What you need in footy, as in life, is character. Seen a bit of character at the moment here. Here they come again, looking on the raid. Stepping back and straightening up into the middle. This is Jack Greaves, who has a good carry over the halfway line. Palmerston North really being a bit inventive with ball in hand as well. Scrambling to support Rudolph and Kiftata. Yeah, there's some bold play, bold and ambitious. Confident play as well from both teams here. Short side here on the broadcast side at Ahuriri. They might lock it up a little tight here for a moment. Palmerston North, they've been very expansive. We see them go coast to coast again. Centering it up, that ball's been jarred loose, but possession maintained. Almost sneaking his way through Tino Cookie. Far side. Hey, hats off here to Ahuriri. The defence, since conceding that try, solid. They've been everywhere as Josh Stevens gets it to Leo Webb, who takes it in. The chip over the top, not seeing too much of that in 26. Here's another kick, follow up. The ball is open, but chasing it, and had to make that take as well, because the pressure coming on from Mania Rudolph was certainly extreme. Still with the football, it's whipped across by Eokata. Here's Cookie. Cookie peels the football away, and the tackle is solid out wide.
Whonua playing the ball off his feet. Boira tā Sheldon whaitiri I kite ai. Ana ko ngā teina kua tae mai ki te tautoko I o rātou nā tuakana.
I'd like to just pay tribute to Napier Boys High School. They were under assault that time around. They conceded a try. They could ill afford to do so again. And their defensive effort and commitment was rewarded here as they find themselves down into their opponent's half. Great football from these two young squads and plenty to like about the attitude on show. Chip over the top again. We haven't seen a lot of it this year, but this cover defensive work at the back was so absolutely vital.
Ake ne pia ko te take e pērā ana te ao ko te ipu poiwhana o te ao. Tahi anoa Spain ka wini I te ipu futu poiwhana o te ao, nā ko nā pia. Whakarohia ai ko ngā kaitākaro a ki ngā tūmomo kiki kato o te motu.
Napier boys have the football here. They have that really soaked up a lot of pressure, and now a chance to show their attacking prowess. Big tackle from the number 8, Reed as well. There's the inside pass, beautifully delivered. The step, the ball over the top, magnificent footy. And Napier Boys High School are in to score down the right edge. That's the best possible response. But what about the inside ball there, Moiho?
E ko ai tērā, ko Roigard, ko Sam Roigard tērā, te nama iwa.
Well, he just sort of
Harry
screamed
Bain.
onto it.
Ko Harry Bain ke, tirohia tātou mā.
I thought it was Usain Bolt.
Kaua ko te kai oma teo me mihi ka tika ki te kai maka, kai whiu I te pauro. Darius Hansey.
Davis, is it Davis Hansey? Was that the man who scored the try? Let's get a look at his smile. Maybe we can lock it on his smile.
Ako te nama ono tēnei.
Was that right? The big number 6, that's Ollie McLaughlin.
What's he doing out there?
I don't know. But what was Usain Bolt doing in the middle?
What was Benji Marshall doing in halfback?
I don't know. How did they get there? Here's Willie Lovett. 5 apiece. 2 good tries. This is what we've come to see. Look at that sky. Cloudless. Matching the boys' footy jerseys today. Here we go. Kicking T. Let's ride him home, Moiho. Coming around, coming around.
Te runga I te...
That's not very enthusiastic.
Ki runga I te ira pango. Just thinking what Black Dot was, Dale.
Oh, well, have you got it? There's that ball. Screaming onto it. Beautiful run. Thought he might step on the right foot.
E kei te tika pe koe e hara ko Ollie McLaughlin, titi o ngā parirau matau, Davis Hansey, Riley Wainga rānei, hara ko Wainga, hoi no?
I'm not quite sure. But anyway, what we will say is we liked it because we cut straight to the Smurfs to see their reaction. And that was pretty doozy as well. 7-5 scoreline, friends. 16-12. 16 minutes gone. And you're watching Super 8. And it's super cool here on Whakaata Māori this afternoon. Coming at you live from Napier.
That's a rarity, Dale, seeing a prop with the duties of a hooker.
Anyway, we've got the ball. That's the main thing. Got some hustle there. He's playing halfback. Good defence. This is great footy. Well, they're scrambling. Being forced to scramble at the moment. As that Cookie has the ball. Mitchell Hopper looks to his men from the back. Everyone's chiming in, so there's a willingness to get involved. That's what you want. It's just developing the cohesion needed to make that attack in patterns. As we see the ball on the right edge, and it's kicked into touch on the full on the far side of the field. So it'll be a throw here for Napier Boys.
And just a confirmation there, Hoa was number te kau mā whā, te kaipiro mo te kapa o ahuriri, Davis Hansey.
You got that confirmation?
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, thank you. I thought it was anyway. How did the number 6 get in there? Huh? You know, I don't think he's trying to take the credit. Anyway, big ups to Davis. What a good ball. And hats off as well to Will Lovett. Came screaming onto the football. I'd see something like that again here too. Lovely run for MΑORI. About 30 metres out. Turnover though. Palmerston North have it. And Mitchell Hopper decides, well, we're not going to play down this end of the field or send it down the other end. This is There 10, Lovett. Thought for a moment he might kick. In fact, he feigned to kick. Then delivered it wide. It's the halfway line with the big MΑORI Plus logo. Solid. Brutal up the middle as these two forward packs really go hammer and tong at each other. Then there's the kick downfield taken beautifully at the back. Opting for the safety route. The kick into touch. Just over the halfway line. 1 metre over the halfway line. Back to square one, right in the middle. Here's the throw in. Harry Jones gets himself set. But played at a good pace for these young guys. They're enjoying themselves out there, being creative with the ball. Defence has been solid, tested, both ends of the field. Ahuriri on the move. Big mortar coming in. This is a good driving effort.
Yeah, started with a beautiful throw there from Harry Jones. Joining the scrum and peeling away there, Harry Bain. Tuku atu ana te pauro ki ona kai oma. Ahuriri, te taha poto ina e neina. Oi tēnei tohunga tepe karo whakaroto ana.
E rawe.
Tino nei ana. Ngana ana, te whakapakahuru hia te rarangi. Tuku poto.
Yeah, just that little pass, same way, huh? But they're mixing it up a little bit here. Thinking of going wide or at least acting like they want to, but then keeping it in locked nice and tight. This is a nice passage of play here for Ahuriri as Lovett gets hold of the ball and tries the harbour bridge pass on the far side of the field. It's been interrupted over there by Mike Whenua, so I'll call it back. Whenua's got plenty of skill. He's actually played in the Condor Sevens and the Global Youth Tongan Barbarians as well. So he's got a fair bit of experience as well, Michael Whenua. And of course, as we've seen throughout the season, the use of the bench, certainly early into that second half and at the back end, has been vital to the outcomes. If you've just joined us, this is Super 8, and of course some importance on it here for the hosts, Napier. 7-5 scoreline. We mentioned the kick that slipped away when the conversion for Palmerston North was unsuccessful. Be interesting to see if it's locked up nice and close at the back end with the ball. Ahuriri, once again, just trying to I guess, have control of the rhythm of the game at the moment. Shunting little run, which is good. You don't have to do too much, but you do have to maintain possession for your teammates so that they can give the flamboyance and creativity, the colour, if you will, when the ball's whipped wide. Up the middle, low trajectory. Still maintaining possession. Far side of the field, this is good. Lead up work, multi-phased play.
Brad Pearce, te tihi o ngā pau whitiki. Ngari pakari ana te ngā rutu, hoki whakamuri ana a Ahuriri tēnei wā. Whakarohi ana te topatahi kia whangaia te pauro. Ngari auare ake.
Wish we could count on the phases of play, but there's the toe through. This is going to become dangerous at the back. Here come the Raiders. They set themselves up beautifully. Ball taken in from Josh Stevens, who delivers it wide. Here's a big chance here for Palmerston North. Over the top of the pass out to Jack Greaves. He's got it. He's only a couple of metres away from the try line.
Ngā manuwhiri, e pātoto ana i te kuaha. E wero ana i te rāringi wawao. Te pāpā i o ea. 5 mita te tawhiti te rāringi piro. Ako te hawhe pēke a Pies Mitchell Hopa. E tohu ana i ona hoa. Ka ahatia, ka pāhi ki te pīki whara, te paumua, te nama toru i tau te pōro kahore rānei.
Held up, Islandfelt. Referee says he didn't get it to ground, but some beautiful lead up with there for Palmerston North. They would congratulate their defensive efforts as well, the home supporters. But here it is, just a little juggle, and they pounced on it. They pounced on it.
Rapukiki, te mahi, I will love it. He tawhiti tonu. Rima te kau mita te tawhiti. Cookie.
Nice
I
run.
tēnei o ngā kai moa, Jonty, Skirman, Whanua. Te pāpai o ea, hara mai. Hara mai tētahi āhua. Ana Max Hill, Luke Allenfelt. Rāua tahi, he pakari anei te nama waru a Ollie Reid. Kei wainga pui te whira.
Really testing out the defence here and again, as this Palmerston North High School, they are absolutely raiding at the moment. Big chance.
E hia katoa ngā rutu, neke atu I te kotahi raupea. Ane a Mitchell Hopper. E tuku poto ana, maka, poto ana. Kia Liam Ngaukata Hopper. Ki te tihi atu. Kei te aha pace. Me ata haere. Haere takirua ana e koanga ngā kau tēnā. Kei te whakaritea Willis.
Yes.
Marani ai anō. Karangahi ana kia pace. Bro, ho mai te paoro ki au.
Showing some patience, Moiho. This one's been reefed.
Ko whanako hia te poro e ahuriri.
Love it. Sends it careening downtown. That's a good kick to the far side of the field. Doesn't find touch though. He's picked up there by Rudolph. Trying to stay in the field of play. Support comes in. Strong Ollie McLaughlin. Pushing him towards touch on the far side of the field. Trying to get the turnover. They indeed get the reward.
Me pehe e kore ai e whakamihi e hoa mā ki te manawa titi. Te manawa roa o te kapa o ahuriri. Found themselves on their own try line, holding the opposition up, stealing the ball, and then kicking it downtown past the 50-metre line. Very impressive.
Yeah. Both teams are playing with a lot of character, a lot of mana at the moment. Little break in play. Some running repairs here. Again, just want to acknowledge the training staff. They sacrifice a lot training with these guys through their school days and into the afternoons. Wonderful gathering of mātua as well. I don't know who's milking the cows. They're probably city folk as well from Napier. In fact, a lot of, to be honest, a lot of farming families send their young fellas to Napier, boarding school opportunities, and a very proud kura. Both of them are, of course. Been really enjoying the work here of Willie Lovett. As mentioned, Hawke's Bay 18s and 16s, Hurricanes as well. Likewise with the Ollie McLaughlin. Of course, they're being monitored as well. The wet teams and the like are always on the lookout here in the first 15 scene as we see one of these breaks that came out of nowhere, and a superb run from Mania Rudolph as we look back on the game. Just a 2 try scored, one to Ollie Reid, one to Hansey. They've been interesting tries, and this one with the inside ball from Mike Whanua to Mania Rudolph and Ollie Reid eventually profiting. So here we are back into live action, 25 gone, 2 tries, just the conversion, the difference. There's the ambitious play of youth as well with the chip over the top, just on possession of the scrum base. Rudolph sends the ball downtown as well. It's taken at the back there by Riley Winchester. Has a little look around and then decides he'll send it infield onto the boot of Wainga. Turns it back down. Cookie gets hold of it. He too will kick to the far side of the field, angling it towards touch. And in the end, it is a great touch finder. And it's into touch inside the 22 on the far side of the field.
Ana he rima te kau, rua te kau mita tērā. Koira te tehi āhuatanga hou o te whutuporo uni anai. Hangari te ana ki te whutuporo riki, ana ko te whā te kau, rua te kau tēnā. No rere, mihi ana ki ngā pūkenga whana Ngā kapa e rua, 50-22. Keeping the pressure on the hometown line out opportunities for Te Papa i o ea.
Ollie Reid climbs tall like a giraffe. He leapt high, got hold of the football. Now Palmerston North with a great opportunity. Though, they aren't able to maintain possession. And it will end up in the hands of the home team, much to the delight of the, well, I'd say hundreds, if not 1,000 odd people around the outside of the ground here this afternoon. There's the climb from Reid. Disappointed to have worked so hard to get it that they couldn't maintain possession, Moiha.
Yeah, just taking the ball in. Must be able to let it exit.
Great to have you with us as we acknowledge this competition, its pedigree, its intent, and the many teams who have worked hard in 2026 to make it shine. Of course, concurrently, we are hosting the CNI here on Whakaata Māori, but the Super 8 competition providing a national platform for some of our leading secondary school programs is, again, ahuriri. Get hold of the football and think, no, we're going to play it down your end of the field. He's done some nice work over here, Mike Whenua. That's him with the ball, and look at him go. Fleet-footed, angles his run, steps beautifully. Perhaps could have offloaded. He takes the tackle, but they're well set centre field and 25 out from the line.
Ai ko te ringa matau tērā. Whaiwahi atu ana ki te taha maui Whenua. Mikaere Whenua tāu i whaki mai Max Hill tēnei. Me he paumuri. Paufitiki, Josh Stevens. Got the goods at the moment, Te Papa i o ea, the fend from Whenua and the footwork.
Yeah, that was exciting, wasn't it? Fleet-footed, love to see him with a little more space. As Max Hill gets into the mix again. I like his attitude, he knows his role too, the prop forward. Little offload here to Leo Webb. Good solid play from Palmerston North as they get themselves set. Here's Mitchell Hopper. And offside, so here we are, right in front of the posts. Ia ho whakaro, Moiha?
Kāre kore, he whana hāmene kei te haere. Ai, ko tohua e Sheldon Whaitiri ki ngā paukaura. Anei anō te hāmene e haere ake nei e hoa mā.
The penalty right in front of the post, and obviously to go to 8-7 would be satisfying for them, so we'll get ourselves set. Gives us an opportunity to reflect on both sides. It's some beautiful work from both teams. Manaia Rudolph with the kicking duties from in front of the posts. Koe ngā toki or Palmerston North.
How can I not mention Max Hildale, the year 13 prop who's playing like a back. He can also play hooker. That's why we saw him throw on the ball there. He's got certainly a physicality. His responsibility at the front of the scrum is pivotal. Keep an eye out also for...
You always like props though, don't you? I mean, the engine room often don't get the glossy coverage, but when you see somebody is willing to get into the grind, I'm pleased you did note him too. Yeah, I've been impressed with Max's work also. Great to have you with us. New Plymouth Boys High School. Let's get our score tick back to front there, 8-7. Will be.
I will get that fixed up in a moment.
Palmerston North Boys, my apologies too. On the roll here. So Napier Boys High School. Here we go. 8-7 scoreline. And that is befitting of a clash that has been really titanic in the intensity that these two teams are taking into the battle. There's the ball over the top. Little ambitious. Hot stepping back on the inside comes Hansi.
Yeah, ko te take o tērā hāmene Dale he rutu tāo, he rutu taiaha, ne? He rutu kō e ai ki e tihi. Ko te kō Dale, the kō was a type of tool that they would use in gardening and in farming, planting. They use that type of ko,
Yeah, I've heard of the court.
and he rutu ko, rutu taiaha rānei, spare tackle. Kāri hua pai, I hikina rānei I te taua pai. Ko te haumarutanga o te tamaiti ko noho mā tāmua ki te tihi o whakaro. E ara I te mea pe he kāri kōwhai, I ātak manaki I aia e takato ana ki te papa.
Right.
Kāre ia I tino takahuri I tana hoariri. Koira pia ngā korero a Sheldon whaitiri ka whakaronga ki tātou ki aia I nāne.
This is to do with the tackle, of course. And whether there was intent or it was more accidental. Well, he's still on the field, so I guess that answers the question. Penalty coming. And of course, young blokes going to back each other up. But fortunately,
You remember picking up and dumping your little brother, bro? You know, you'd pick him up and then you'd dump him and then you'd lay him down
of
nicely
course. Nothing felt
on the
better.
mattress.
There's no better feeling in life. It was a long time ago, I must admit. And justifiably too, we've got to be a bit cautious with those sorts of tackles. They're being ruled out of contact sport games, as they should. Here's the throw-in. So it's Harry Jones. Here comes the opportunity for Napier to strike back. 8-7 scoreline. Just a few minutes left as they run towards the post is encouraging. Are the Blue Boys going to make it? That's the question. And rolling towards the try line they are. Just a couple of metres away. This is exactly what the doctor ordered if you're a supporter of Ahuriri. Up goes the hand from the referee. And who is it? You know it.
Harry Jones.
Yes, Mr. Jones gets the try for Ahuriri. Let's watch it again.
Koia ko te whiu he ahua tō tika, engari pakari tēnei oma. Tēnei rutu I poto. Ana, ka kuhu mai ko titihi atu. Ko te kai tīkape. E raku ana I te papa o te ngahere. Rapu ana I te paoro e tau ana a ki te rāringi mā. Kua piro a Ahuriri Willie Chan, te kaiako o te kapa, ka koake a tōna ngākau I tērā o ngā piro mutunga o te wāhanga tuatahi.
Yeah, well, that's great reward. Of course, there was that little interruption in momentum, but Ahuriri got straight back into the mix. And from close range, he just sensed this opportunity. Watch the number 2 here. He'll pick the ball up. So this one's going to be mine. Mr. Jones and me. Here he goes. There, just climbing aboard and getting it to ground. Just over a minute. Well, that's on our score, on our clock here. Thanks to Whakata MāORI for celebrating this sport. Our first 15 seen from these proud kura that make up the Super 8. We were hoping it would be a close and hard-fought contest, and that's exactly the way it's panned out here in the first half. Exciting football, great brand of rugby. So Napier be content to get a kick away. In fact, it's a chip over the top, and the bounce here now becomes vitally important. Almost landing in the hands of the runner on the attacking side. The referee has a look at his watch and he'll call the curtain down on an exciting first half of footy. Thoughts, Moiho, as we go to the break?
He kaunga, he tū atu tū mai, piro mai kei te kete atu tātou, te kaumawha ki te waru. Napier just taking control of this match, but they know Palmerston North are certainly capable of fighting their way back. They know discipline and composure is very important. Kia tau e te iwi, kia manawaroa, e whai ake nei ko te wahanga, tuarua o te hupa, tuawaru, I konei, I whakata Māori.
I huri haere a hau I ngā hau e whā.
Google.
Te kimi I ngā kai whakaaweawe I te hunga ranga wairua.
Just real quick, can I just get a picture with the hoi-ho?
That'd be ridiculous.
O tono a rātou kia piri mai ki te ekenga o ngā ekenga.
Works. It's all good. Come and get your Legos with me.
Brand new, get your leg over. Ki MāORI Plus, me whakaata MāORI.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through tough times. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in it. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
What makes Bailey's altogether better? It's the energy we bring to every home, every commercial property, every investment, every development, and every farm. Because when the energy is right, you can feel it. Bailey's, altogether better.
It's time for action. We are working to reduce the impacts of climate change because nature is not a resource, it's a collaborator. Nativa, leading with nature.
They own it. To them it's an artifact, but we belong to that house.
I remember feeling disbelief to see a Māori whare here.
There was this really vibrant, active community.
It's been a chance to share my culture with my family.
Kārea no hoki te National Trust I roto I ona tini tau kia whakahoki.
Wherever those whakairo are, that's where Hine Mihi is.
Hine Mihi. Ki MāORI Plus, me whakaata MāORI.
It's a big year. It's election year. So many people, whānau, communities, iwi, feeling overwhelmed.
Worried about the future. Ka ahu tātou ki whea.
The world we're living in is changing so fast.
And who or what is driving it? Ko wai ka toka tū Moana.
The new season of award-winning current affairs. Te ao with Moana. Mane ki MāORI Plus, me whakaata MāORI.
Hoki mai e hoa mā, rāhiri mai rā ki tēnei whakapā o tangaka tahi rā te kemu ko tēnei e te iwi. He pāpa I o ea piro tuatahi kia Ollie Reid, ana te tiro anō ki ngā mahi kaungara wātu. A te pāpa I o ea kāmutu ko ahuriri, tērā pāhi, tērā friki whakaroto. O wai kei tērā taha. Bruce Murphs are here as well, celebrating an awesome clash here this afternoon at Ahuriri e hoa mā. They lead 14 points to 8 to Te Papa I o ea, trying to retain an opportunity to go into the grand final up against Kirikiriroa. Tatari ana tātou ka tangi hia e te kaiwa wao. A Sheldon Whaitiri, he kemu nui tēnei, he pakanga nui tēnei ki wainga nui I ēnei kapa e rua. O whakawhiti ngā kapa e rua ko te papa I o ea I tēnei wā.
Here's the restart for our second 35. Hope you're enjoying the action right around the country and indeed overseas. Got a lot of viewers watching in on our Super 8 competition, first 15 rugby.
Ai nau mai ki te kāinga hākina ki ngā rangatahi o te mutu. Secondary schools rugby at its finest.
Yeah, it's going good here this afternoon. There's no doubt about that. It's been a high-quality game with two committed teams here deep into the season. You go to the back end, it's the few weeks away from the final, and it's been an exciting brand that we've witnessed here so far in the match, and you suspect that it's going to go all the way down to the wire. These two teams well matched. Some really fine play through the forwards, and some expansive play from time to time as well too, Moiho. Really looking forward to seeing Michael Whenua get hold of that football again. David Hansi, we know that he can go quick, but on the other side you've got Kata and Riley Winchester. There's the big left foot, just chips it over the top, and the home team get hold of the football. They too opt to do more of a chip than the deep kick. The bounce breaks right and into touch on the far side of the field.
Tries from Ollie Reid and the penalty conversion got Palmerston North Boys to 8 points. 2 tries from Hansi and Jones, with 2 successful conversions from Napier. 14 points to 8, 6 points the difference. As 5th place Papaioea tried to upset and close curtains on a finals opportunity, finals berth for the hometown squad here, Ahuriri. Seems like we're going to kick off from where we left off in the first half.
Yeah, the coaches would have been speaking to the young chargers and say, look, the game is there for the taking. If you can keep your head, the chip over the top is regained here. Palmerston North in possession, a few metres inside Napier's territory. They'll play the short side and the far side of the field. The haul forward is coming from Webb. As we mentioned, they've got some considerable depth, both teams on the benches here today, so it'll be interesting to see the strategies employed by the coaching staff once the replacements start rolling on later in the game. See if there's can't pick up any replacements in just as yet. Still in possession. Palmerston North Boys holding up the pass and the kick, trying to find something down the right edge. Taken confidently here by Riley Winchester. Out on the full, I think. In fact, it was the Riley Wainga. A couple of Rileys in there at 11 and in 15.
Mustang, nice.
Also looking forward to the Amon boys, Ferg Amon and Archie Amon brothers, 16 and 19 for Palmerston North. They might get their chance. Here's our big number 1. Bit of a favourite of Moiho's here this afternoon. Max Hill. Throwing straight, nicely taken as well. Good climb, good support. And now in possession at the back. Hill with the football. His forwards giving him that arrow edge to go forward. Double around. Solid play on the far side of the field, but a turnover. And again, a penalty offside on the far side of the field. So a good opportunity here for Palmerston North. Man in possession is Tino Cookie. Their line has been working well. Moiho, understand why at close range they'd opt for that. And I guess we'll see if Max is the throw-in man again.
Kore. E tangata pukenga rau a Max Hill. Kai tikape I ona wā. Paukapo I ona wā.
Well, he's become the star of the show, like I was going to say George Clooney, but nobody knows who he is. There's a throw-in from Mighty Max. Has he got it right?
You betcha.
No betting on these games. Centre field. Here they come, Palmerston North. 14-8 scoreline. Exciting period of play here for the boys in the white jerseys as they push their way towards the line. Right in front of the posts. Keeping it tight and locked up here. They'll back their chances. The forwards to maintain momentum.
There's very little between these two sides. Second half could come down to discipline, territory, and which team takes its opportunities.
Yeah, sure. They turned it over. Well, they have. Well, that's a credit to Napier then. Here's the kick off the boot of the co-captain, Bain. Sends it downfield. The juggle on the far side of the field. Not quite what Cookie wanted.
Au ko te kemu nei, kei te mata o te naihi. It's on a knife's edge. So we have another look at the hapa, te maka whakamua. Back to live action, but the clock has stopped. Not only the kids have been released from their
duties,
algebra and physics, Dale, but mums and dads have chucked the laundry in the dryer.
That's what's happened. They're all dashed off to the footy field, and fair enough as well. Right on the halfway line here. MΑORI Plus, it's your place to go if you want to get a good dose of rangatahi sport. What a celebration of sport it's been in 2026. Literally hundreds of hours of coverage of our rangatahi, enjoying themselves in the sporting arena. And it's been really entertaining style and brand that they've offered up right throughout this year. The home team, Ahuriri, with the football, thinking of the flick pass. Wisely didn't bother about it. Now that 20 on is Withers for Ahuriri. Another opportunity too. Far side of the field, this is a decent run. Oh, look at that ball back on the inside, keeping it alive, but it's been turned over at the back. That's been just charged down, so we'll have the line out a couple of metres outside the 22. For a moment there, though, you thought the Napier Boys High School were going to go all the way. Watch this scintillating run down the right edge. That ball back on the inside was brilliantly handled.
Number 4 from the boys from Te Papa Ioe. I must have called it on the inside.
There he is.
Not separating them, but the Manawa too Gorge does, but not in that instance.
Max with the feed. Ball back on the inside. And again, trying to create an opportunity on the far side of the field. The chip over the top is reeled in here by Napier. So they now have possession 15 metres inside Palmerston North's half. And a good opportunity, push forward there by Cooper Kinnear. Short side grunting, sort of a run. That's okay. These little shunting efforts just add some time to make decisions. Chip over the top from the 9 and the bounce into the hands of Palmerston North and the left foot into touch on the far side of the field. Tight football, tight rugby. Good and entertaining rugby again, thanks to our sponsors. If you want to buy a house, go to Bailey's. You want to get some gas, go to Caltex. If you want to get some Nativa, go to Nativa. If you want some Anchor, eat butter.
If you want to go to the moon, go to Apollo.
Grabs Apollo projects. Hey, thanks to all of our sponsors. So important in allowing us to cover these exciting competitions, including the CNI as well. All these sponsors are backed in the coverage of the CNI as well.
Yeah, big mihi to the broadcasting team. Those commentators that have celebrated our youth sport.
Yeah, there's been a big bank. Yeah, big bank of
Hika Pene and Anadu Ryle, who'll be joining us of some commentary of the CNI, which is running concurrently coincides with this tournament. Later on in Mahuru, September, e Wama, we have the top 4 competition as well that will be profiling.
And that was that one drifted forward to Max Hill. You can't blame our hero though, he just took the football. He didn't pass it to himself. So the scrum to be packed down here. There's the look at the pass, deemed forward. I think referee Faitiri was right on the money there. Yeah, just looking at the efforts of some of these guys. When Tino Cookie's been trying hard all day, Mania Rudolph's been good at the back. And of course, constantly impressed with the work of Harry Jones. He's such a stalwart for the Napier Boys High School squad. Here's the scrum, set midfield. Big opportunity is Harry Bain. Co-captain of this proud home team. Delivers the football, big push. Coming in from the Manawa 2 men. Stepping back into the heavy traffic. Napier, there's a good chance. Another grinding effort, just rolling forward metre by metre. And a penalty for the visitors, and Palmerston North will welcome that refereeing decision. I think referees get a bit frustrated at the run, and there might be a bit of niggle in there, but it's.
And we've also got a kawa that we have to abide here, or we support to abide here at Whakata Māori. We take no nonsense, capturing higgledy-piggledy moments.
Higgledy-piggledy moments. Well, hey, we celebrate the best of sport, and we know that these guys are a bit fired up, but I think and coverage can wisely avoid it. There's nothing to be seen really. The guys coming in with a bit of pushing and shoving, so yeah, we don't lock in on that stuff. I don't think we should either. Here's the kick towards our broadcast side here today. Anyone's game. You mentioned it a few moments ago, and it quite conceivably could come down to the wire. These two teams are evenly matched on the table. Their seasons have almost mirrored each other, although one has the chance to go to the big grand final. And the other just playing for the pride of their kura, their whānau. Here's Max. They get the result as well. The double around. Ambitious with the football on the far side. Rudolph. He gets into some forward type action as it's delivered up now, and now they'll whip it across field towards our broadcast side here. Stepping through. Lovely little run here on the midfielder, Caden Party. He's done some good work today, Caden Party. And again, still in possession. Tough stuff taken at the back. Still alive on the far side of the field. Have to balance or dance down that sideline as Michael Whenua is successful to retain possession. Good phase play here from Palmerston North Boys High School. Wonderful to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying the action. Midfield challenges coming thick and fast. Here's Ollie Reid, gets himself into the mix. At the back, Mitchell Hooper. Just come on, boys. Yeah, let's go now. Left side. Again, willing to just do the hard graft and try and earn an opportunity to be expansive with the football. Getting some momentum and some meterage. Clawing it millimetre by millimetre and effectively getting the bonus of a penalty as well. They'll continue the roll on here and possession. Palmerston North with a great opportunity.
Ai, e ono ngā kaute e rere here ai e nei kapa e rua e hoa mā. Not going away. The boys sitting on fifth.
Absolutely not. Tino Cookie kicks it to the far side of the field.
Trying to spoil the fruits here.
Let's have another look. Everyone's just willing to contribute, even if it's just a little bit, to maintain the momentum. Lots to like about the attitude and the whanaungatanga that's on display here from both teams, but at the moment, in ascension is the Palmerston North squad as they get themselves into good field position. Max Hill throwing duties again. Ollie Reid climbs. Classy stuff as Palmerston North get on the roll again. Pushing it back. Numbers. Short pass. Blind pass. Back on the inside. Still in possession. Palmerston North. Mitchell Hopper gets it into the big five web. This is testing Napier as well in their defensive work. On the far side, here he comes with a rumbling run. This is Luke Islandfeld.
Puta Islandfeld ki te taha Dale. Ngani ka hoke anō te referee. Ki titihi o ngā hāmene ka hore rane. Ka advantage was played and bundled into touch as Islandfeld. Harry Jones with the throw-in from Napier.
Yeah, this is an important throw and well secured as well from the home team. That'll give them some relief with ball in hand, but expect some challenges even though they're on defence from Palmerston North. The kick off the boot of Bain goes downtown where it's taken eventually in the hands of Ukata. Fijian Flyer with the take on the far side of the field. Still in possession. 1 or 2 men. Here's the kick, where's the chase. It's going deep. Bounces into the hands, then whipping back to Riley Waianga. He looked uncomfortable after he put the kick through. Taken there by Kuki. Sending it infield. Now they sort of a chip kick into the corner. And another kick, this time towards touch. Will it make touch? Indeed it does. There's MΑORI Plus. Not 50 years old, that's the halfway line.
Yeah, just putting up a little bit of ginger. Furu Peke for Ahuriri.
Well, he did for the first kick, didn't he?
Riley Waianga. Hammy.
Well, it was brave of him then, if that was the case. A couple of questions being asked here. Reid, he's well entitled, he's the skipper. And the line-out work has been very good today. Palmerston North Boys High School. Hill, throwing duties. Taken again. Bouncing pulled it. Still alive through Islandfeld. Apologies. Centre field play. That one might have drifted forward. Referee was okay with it. He was in good position to make a call on it. Challenges are plenty. And that one's gone down. So this will give a good opportunity here in Moiho for Napier. They packed the scrum down just 30-odd metres out from the try line, about 20 to the left-hand side of the post. So this is a good chance for them after that knock-on. Another look.
Maka whakamua.
Yeah, just a basic error, but look, that's where the momentum swings can come. Innocuous mistakes. As we pack the scrum down now, here's a big, big chance for the home team. He's had a great game so far. Harry Bain, the co-captain. A lot of reliance on his experience with the senior figures at his kura. Peeling away off the backs, the big number 8, Carter Pity. Chip over the top, now the chase, and the bounce is so vital. And another opportunity. The boys on the side doing as much as they can to influence, well, the referee, hopefully, certainly the outcome of the game. 51, coming up 52 minutes. Still no change to the halftime scoreline, 14 points to 8. And the home team in the box seat at the moment, just looking to add a little more comfort to the scoreline if possible. Expect a big push here. This is where all that training Thursdays and Tuesday nights after school really come to the fore. Lovely control on the far side. Picked and scooped there by Carter, who drives forward here and needs some support.
Ahuriri me te pauro. Tuku poto ki te tihi o ngā paumua. Mita atu, mita mai, paku whakamua. Paku maka whakamua tērā. Koira a te tirohanga a te kaiwawao.
Another look at that. Not quite sure what the indiscretion was. Ref having some words with the Palmerston lads. Just 8 metres out. There's the roll towards the line. Scrum to be set. $17 to play. Going for the release of the pressure valve. Kick to the far side of the field.
Oh, a great warm-up this game. For Napier boys, if they do get the W, as the boys on the bench paramount for this next phase of the second half.
Here's the throw for Napier. Be wanting to add another few points onto that scoreboard, just give them some sort of safety valve. Palmerston North, well, they're not going away. They're playing tough. That's what's expected here as we come close to the back end of the season for Super 8. Little push, pop-up ball, out to the left-hand side, stepping back into the inside. Right, and referee will call us back. There's an injury there at the moment. There's the little pop-up ball. And just getting another look. Great to have you with us here this afternoon here, Homa. Really entertaining game of rugby. 14-8 scoreline. Images from the sideline on the hill have been wonderful. Certainly the images of the entire school haka will live with us for a long time. So we get another look at the tries earlier in the match. This is the one to Hansey down the right-hand side. The first of Napier's tries. As you can see, elation on the faces of the supporters. Another beautiful run here as well from Napier. It was Jones who scored their second try from close range. There's some of the highlights. We follow the action for you. The inside ball was good. This one didn't come off, but just again showing the willingness of these two teams to let the ball get some air. The teams, not surprisingly, huddling up as they look to acknowledge this little break in play. Kia ora tau atu e te whānau i o koutou tautoko o ngā kai tākaro i te ahi nei. Ko runga tātou i te kaho o te wairo o ngā kura. Ka hea mai e ko takitanga. A little replacement that is being made here. Just on 15 to play here. Settling in. This is where it all comes down to, this wonderful and exciting clash between two proud kura. Mihiana, ki ngā kai tākaro, Pace Mitchell hopa, Max Hill, Ollie Reid for Palmerston North, and ngā tuki ki ngā tima o Akuriri, Jones, Houghton, Harry Payne. They're with the football at the moment, knowing just how important it is. You know, ngā mahi. Ngā mahi. With an opportunity, here they come. Napier Boys High School. Pushing it through the hands into Tommy Morris. He's got it out in front of the posts now. Keeping the roll on. They'll swing it left, then straightening up. Here we go. Napier Boys High School, right in front of the posts. Keeping it alive onto the far side of the field, and the ball's gone down just when they were creating an opportunity. Palmerston North have scrambled in defence and ultimately getting a reward as well. So they'll get the opportunity to pack the scrum down. Gorgeous day in Napier Town. The boys couldn't capitalise on the field position and possession that they had. There's a lot to like about the defensive effort and commitment we're witnessing from the boys from Palmerston North. The supporters who've been in behind these teams right throughout season 2026. Palmerston North, quick break as well from their opponents. Now, this one deliberately kept it a low trajectory where it's taken at the back by Wainga, whips it across to the right-hand side. A wonderful chase on the far side, picking off Hansey. Manages to get the ball on the inside to Withers. He's collected in the tackle of Greaves. And Napier still with it. No change to the half-time scoreline. Great defensive effort from Whenua. Still in possession. Napier, this ball's gone to ground. Here's an opportunity if Palmerston North can scramble for it. Number 20 in the mix for them is Taj Hauraki. As the connections ring in the changes deep into the second half. 13 to play. Big push forward. Good defensive effort from Hauraki. Take my hat off the defence as well on the ground with his back towards us. Ollie Reid, he's just been a titan here today. Now the chip over the top is important. The chase is as well, but the take is full of class and commitment. Didn't let the ball go. And so it'll be Ahuriri with the football and the scrum feed. So good to see this quality of football in the Super 8s. And the chase really was what the key was here to the Harawhakamua. There's number 22. This is called Cullen for Palmerston North. Counting down on the clock now. Just on 12 to play. Really cool to have you with us here this afternoon, spending your Wednesday Arvo with Whakaata Māori and Māori Plus. A celebration of rangatahi doing what they love doing. That's getting out on the track, being fit and healthy, and then busting tackles as we're seeing here from Ahuriri, but losing the football just when opportunity started to open up. Turnover right in front of the posts. And Palmerston will kick towards touch here on the broadcast side of the field. Will they make it? In fact, it's been called back by the referee. A little player down and back play as well, so perhaps a little pause. If you've just joined us this afternoon, it started off Ollie Reid with the first try. That was for Palmerston North, maybe against the run of play, some might say, but it was early in the contest. Then a wonderful try scored by Napier through Hansey, which was expansive to the right winger. Penalty got to 8-7, and then Jones with the tries. We see another replacement waiting in the wings. Number 16 back to us is fair game on. It's 18 who's in the mix now. That's Cooper Onikawa for Napier Boys High School. As mentioned, big ups to the coaching staff. Cooper Kinnear gets a handshake, a thanks. Mixing in here now as we just evaluate where we're at. It started off and we were anticipating this one would go down to the wire. That's exactly what has panned out here this afternoon. Two proud Kura doing their absolute best here this afternoon. Good play as well from Big Tom Morris. He's been superb. Some wonderful runs. Pike Dorma. Plenty to like about it. Obviously, when the game's tight, the decision making of the inside backs can be absolutely the difference. You know, where do you kick and time to attack, when do you take the points, you know, just making the right decisions. Napier came in. Recent results, I guess, New Plymouth got the better of them 21-15. Back into the action here as it's taken down to the back. Napier Boys on the sprint. The chase, though, from Palmerston North is impressive as well as we come towards the last 10 minutes of action. Here's the kick downfield on the far side of the field. Little bobble, trying to keep it in the field of play. And then the ball ends up for Napier. And an opportunist try on the far side of the field. Napier profiting, although it'll come back by the looks of things. Let's see what the referee's call is. It's bobbled there. then tapped back in field. It's pounced on. Who would have thought? That's Sakurai Paudi, but not to be. We stay with it, but still with Napier in possession. Play on, says the referee. And to touch on the far side of the field, it looked impressive, but obviously the score doesn't stand. Harry Jones with another rumble forward for him. Into the hands of Monty Waihape. Been impressed by Jones, Waihape. Hooten earlier on as well. The bounce important. Far side again, it's Paudi. Plays it back cleanly for his teammates. This is starting to get very challenging here for Palmerston North. Although the turnover has favoured them as well. They get hold of the football and needed it too, because there was some real heavy pressure being laid down by the home team. Half volley pickup. Nice work from Madden. Then the kick to the far side of the field. Wonderful to have you with us here today. As we know, Super 8 is putting together some fantastic rugby throughout season 2026, involving Hastings and Rotorua, New Plymouth, as we can see. Wonderful to be sharing this Wednesday afternoon with you and bringing you the action from Mahuriri. Very little between these couple of sides. Obviously the team that makes the most of their opportunities are going to come away with this at the back end. Napier need composure, and every tackle matters, every carry matters. They have the ball in hand as they roll on forward as well. There's the tackle that's been made 28 metres out from the try line. Centre field, left edge, continuing on Ahuriri. The defence is being tested again by Palmerston North. Whipping it inside. Solid through the middle. Good support running here by Ricky Withers. Still with the football. There's the break. Classy ball back on the inside. Still alive. Is that Withers? Fantastic conclusion to Napier. The celebrations are valid. Wonderful effort here from the home team. Just sustained pressure. Picking that's Withers. Hasn't been on all that long, but he's certainly made an impact since coming onto the field as he's congratulated by his teammates. Back on the inside. It is indeed Rick Withers. And he shines at the back end of this one. Look at them going off on the sideline, celebrating his effort. 19-8. That's the buffer that they were seeking. And young Rick Withers was brought on as a replacement, but he certainly injected himself in with a whole lot of commitment and ultimately rewarded with a 5-pointer deep into the match. 19-8 with the kick to come. So love it. Hits that one just to the left-hand side of the post. Scoreline stays where it is, just on 7 to play. Is there some comeback left here in Palmerston North? Here's another look. He handled twice. The inside ball to Withers was good and just couldn't quite get at him. Hodaki, who desperately tried to save the try at the last moment. And they are really excited as they look up at the scoreboard and find themselves now with an 11-point lead. They're always after a spot in the final. At the moment, we've certainly got one foot on the field. Here's the ball on the far side. But the game can take twists and turns, as we know. Palmerston North, sort of an air of desperation now as they look up at the scoreboard and realise that they have to do something, and something very special. This run down the right edge is exactly that. It is brilliant, and Taj Horaki will come around to score close to the posts and convertible. What a fantastic single try. Amazing effort from Taj Horaki. We'll get another look at it. Absolutely top draw effort. I mentioned desperation. But look at the way this young replacement comes into the frame. That's him with the football. This is a lot of work in front of him, away from 1, 2, 3, comes up to the fullback, or the winger, sorry, and then skirts around the outside, and then has the foresight to come around and improve the kickability of the conversion. Wonderful solo effort here from Taj Hodaki. Absolutely brilliant. 19-13. There's time on the clock. The conversion is unsuccessful, and it's off the post. Well, who would have thought? Still, 7 will get them home. Here's another look. It really came out of nowhere. And I went to Pino. Look at him go. Taj Hodaki on the boil. Stepping, sliding down that touchline. Magnificent solo effort. Wonderful to have you share some time with us as well here. As we look at this scoreline now, 19-13. 14-8 at the break. Is there another twist to the tail here? Napier, of course, need to win to secure a final spot. Palmerston North trying to upset the party. They're wanting to get it to Hodaki again. That was a superb solo effort. Keeping it close and tight. 17, replacement in. That's Jack. Lalongafo. For Palmerston North. That ball's gone down, and now's the chance, really, that Napier want to pounce. But the smile on the face of the recipient there, he thought, no, I'm good to go. Referee said it was a knock-on, we'll come on back. Still with the big opportunity, though. That ball has gone down, and the young runner thought he was in with a chance. Not so. Says the Kaiwawao. Scrum feed certainly with Napier. An exciting conclusion to what's been a wonderful celebration of rangatahi sport here this afternoon in Napier. Here's the scrum feed. Co-captain, Karapuri. Just set the scrum, little pause. That's off to the 2 forward packs. Have really been in the bump and grind here this afternoon. It's been a wonderful showing. Well, young people's attitude, played in good spirits as well. So here's the 9 for the Sky Blues. They'll be conscious of the clock, very conscious here this afternoon. Peel across the top, looking to put the icing on the cake here, Napier. Far side of the field, 5 metres out from the try line. Scrambling at the moment, Palmerston North to get hold of the football, holding it up. The replacements have indeed made a huge impact here this afternoon. They've come on, added some start, some fresh legs, some extra momentum. Here's the drive towards the line, putting pressure on those replacements, including Lalongafo. Having the ball to the big number 8. Driving towards the line. This is good play. This is what you expect at the back end of heavy competition. To keep going, all that work, all the fitness, all the effort that they've put in 2026 is paying dividends now for the home team. They'll keep it alive, low to the ground. 5 metres out from the try line. Just peeling away the metres, metre by metre, millimetre by millimetre. This is wonderful rugby. It's coming towards the line. There's another try here, but who needs it? The kick out into touch. And I'm thinking that Napier thought it was over, and indeed it is. It's victory. It's celebration. It's a win for the home team. It's a deserved victory as well, as Napier secure their spot in the final against Hamilton with a success 19-13 against Palmerston North and Napier this afternoon. What a game of rugby, and the celebrations speak for themselves. Wonderful imagery here. This is school spirit alive and being celebrated right here on Whakaata Māori. MāORI Plus. This is what secondary school sport is all about. And of course, first 15 rugby on a Wednesday afternoon. Absolutely magnificent. As we look at some of the runs through the course of the afternoon, some brilliant play. The first of these tries to Ollie Reid. That was just a few minutes into play. Willing to chip over the top. Players coming from all directions to put their stamp, their mark on the early exchanges. Some great, expansive coast-to-coast play as well that needs to be recognised and celebrated. This inside ball was classy, and the follow-up play likewise. The scrambling in defence, the willingness to give the ball air on attack, all of it real credit to the coaching staff and the attitude these young players have taken into today's fixture. But in the end, 19-13 was the scoreline. We still get a look at some of the class moments in the match here this afternoon from Napier. Great kicking games, some scorching solo runs, and of course, some really courageous forward play. A real celebration of what's the best about our teenagers and youth sport. I know they don't get big raps all the time, our young people, but today we stand up and salute them. Attitude shown on the football field, quality of the play that they were able to instigate, and of course here's that final run, the inside ball to the guy who came off the bench and ends up being a hero for the school. Good on you, Jack. Rick, I should say, Rick Withers. Good on you, mate. That's what it's about. Sometimes people think it's not so flash to be on the bench, but then you get a chance to come in and become the hero. Here's our stats full time. 19-13, the ultimate result. Possession fairly even Stevens. Territorially though, the home team with that advantage. Penalties locked in. Line-out work was very good from both teams today, and the turnover. So pretty evenly matched, but at the end, only one team can win. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure to be part of the broadcast team. On behalf of me and Moiho, wishing you well until the next games, and they're not too far away. Finals aren't too far away as well. But look at the absolute elation here from the home team. The lead-in today was magnificent, and the haka performed by both teams, including the kura. Really, really superb. What's to come? On the 1st of August, it's Gisborne against Tauranga, and of course, also New Plymouth will line up against Rotorua Boys, Hastings as well against Hamilton Boys, all of them with midday kickoffs. Hope you enjoyed the action here this afternoon. A wonderful celebration of rangatahi sport, and as these two teams come together to respectfully acknowledge each other's efforts, we bid you farewell from Napier Boys High School and wish you well. Thanks for supporting Whakaata Māori, MāORI Plus, MāORI Active, and all of our sponsors who help to bring you the action from Napier today. A wonderful celebration of sport. In the end, Napier take the win, 19-13. From Napier Boys High School, Moriori ka tātou, hei konei rā.
You think you can do it?
Yeah,
How are you going to feel if you can't do it?
that's the option. I know.
Do you trust me?
Yeah.
Your head up. Is your back still?
We got his diagnosis in May today.